everything you know about Facebook ads is changing in 2026. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what's changing and why it's changing. So by the end of this video, you'll be prepared for a fantastic season. What's going on, guys? This is Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down some of the recent changes to Facebook ads with the Andromeda update and what it means for your landscaping business. A lot of landscaping companies probably are seeing that their costs are going up, their lead costs, and what was working in the past is no longer working now. And so I want to share with you some of the recent updates that have happened to Meta or Facebook and how you can combat that using some of these strategies. So why is Meta changing? What has happened? Basically, the introduction of AI has introduced a lot more content that is going into its algorithm. And basically to combat this, they've had to completely update their algorithm just to deal with the massive influx of new ads and ad creatives that are coming into the marketplace now. And so to keep up with all of that, they've introduced something called the Andromeda update to Meta. Now, basically in a nutshell, what this means is that Meta advertising is no longer about the targeting, but it's a lot more now about the creative. And what the creative means is like the images, the videos, all of that, like what people are actually seeing. And so it is now using AI to basically get an idea of what the creative is saying and who it's for, and then it's going to find people for that audience, right? So it's less about like the manual targeting and a lot more now about testing a lot of different creatives. Now, what does this mean for landscapers? Well, basically what it means is that gone are the days where you could put up like 1 or 2 Facebook ads and start seeing some success and just like set it and forget it. That was never really the case, but in some scenarios you would be able to get away with it. Whereas now everything has changed. It's going to be a lot more about testing your ad creatives and having multiple different ad creatives running at any given time and constantly refreshing those. So this is definitely where the value of having a marketing company can come in, because this is going to definitely increase the amount of administration work that it's going to take to maintain a $20 to $50 cost per lead, which is typically what we recommend. So that's the high level overview and the landscape of what things are looking like now. And so I want to break down what our new approach to Facebook ads is and what I'd recommend for you to start doing if you want to keep your lead costs low and you want to consistently get results with the new Andromeda update. So first things first, what you're going to do when you set up your campaign, you're going to set up something I call the foundation. And basically what this looks like are 3 different campaigns. The first campaign is going to be a broad lead generation targeting campaign. So you're targeting the area of where your service area is, and you are targeting the age. I recommend just 30 plus. The second campaign is going to be a data-driven campaign, which is going to contain custom audiences like your lookalike audience or some kind of interest-based campaign. And then your third campaign is going to be a remarketing audience. This is going to be where you could put like a code on your website called a pixel. So a pixel on the site, anyone who visits the site, they're going to start seeing ads. Could be your Facebook page, anyone who visits the page, or anyone who engages with your ads. So you got 3 different campaigns here. And within those campaigns, you're going to have 9 different ad angles, right? And so basically, like I said, is now with Andromeda, the new way of doing Facebook ads is your ads need to be basically all hitting different angles. So you don't want your ads to all be like very similar. They need to essentially be all extremely different. And the way that we are approaching this is by basically targeting prospects at every different level in the buying journey. So within marketing, there's something called a marketing funnel. And if you could picture a funnel that at the top of the funnel is wide and at the bottom of the funnel gets narrower and narrower as someone is closer and closer to moving forward with you as a customer and ultimately purchasing, right? And so we have 3 different levels in this funnel. So there is top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel, right? And so basically, these 9 different ad angles are going to be broken up into 3 ads each, all targeting different levels of the funnel. So essentially what we're going to have is we are going to set up 3 ads within each campaign to target top of the funnel. Now, what is top of the funnel? Basically, top of the funnel is someone recognizes that they have a problem, but they don't necessarily know that it means like, oh, I should hire a landscaping company or like this specific company, right? So some examples of ads that we would create that are very top of the funnel would be like, have you been thinking of, refreshing your backyard? Or like, are you tired of looking at your backyard and not liking how it looks? Are you looking for a space to enjoy with your neighbors? Blah, blah. So this is targeting like a problem, but they don't necessarily know yet that like, hey, I'm going to hire a landscaping company. I'm going to do this work. So that is what we would consider top of the funnel. So you want 3 ads there. The next 3 ads are going to be middle of the funnel. Basically what middle of the funnel is that they know they have a problem and they know that they're going to be looking to hire a landscape company to do it. So now they're doing homework on who is the best landscaping company to actually do this, right? And so this is where you can talk in your ads about things like, hey, we have these benefits, right? We have a great warranty. This is also where you could put like customer testimonials. Hey, like we had a great experience, blah, blah, blah. This is also where you could put just general kind of information. Like, did you know that, a good landscaping company would do this or that? That's where you're like educating them, right? So middle of the funnel is very powerful because these people are aware and looking, and now you just need to show them the benefits, right? And then bottom of the funnel are people who are actively like, okay, I know what I'm looking for, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm just looking for someone to hire. So these types of buyers, the messaging needs to be something more along the lines of an opportunity, right? So for example, an opportunity would be like, hey, this month, if you move forward with us, we're going to give you a bit of a discount for this month only. Or another type of example would be bottom of the funnel would be like, hey, this month only, our spots are filling up. We can book you into the next year and you'll get, this year's prices or something like that. So it's definitely more offer driven because these people know what they're looking for. They know what it costs. They know about landscaping in general. And now it's just like, who am I moving forward with, right? So it's a little bit more of like an incentive-based push. Now, what I will say is that top of the funnel and middle of the funnel are definitely where you want to put most of your thought into, because this is where you have the most opportunity, because almost every landscaper is going to be looking for people who are further down the buying funnel. And a lot of their ads are always going to be talking about that. But you have an advantage that if you can target people a little bit higher up in this funnel that I'm talking about and educate them and put the work into showing like how you're different, this is definitely what's going to pay off as an investment later down the line. So very, very important there. So once you have your foundation set up and you have these 9 different ad angles within each 3 different campaign, then you're going to launch the campaign, right? And in that campaign, you are going to run that for the 2 weeks there in the beginning. Now, this 2-week period is essentially where you are spending money on these ads and you're just letting Facebook do its thing. Because essentially what you're looking for now is you are looking for data and feedback from what you have put out there, right? And so after those 2 weeks, you are going to go into the next phase, which is refinement. And in this phase, essentially what you're going to be doing are cutting the losers, and you're going to be adding winning variations, and you're going to be introducing new experiments. So basically what this means is that of all of your ads that you've been running for 2 weeks, you are going to be looking for any ads that are typically above a $50 cost per lead. Or in comparison to all your other ads, the ones that are clearly performing less. So the way that you're going to measure performance is going to be typically cost per lead and click-through rate. I would recommend just cost per lead because it's a very simple metric. So typically anything over $50 we consider to be expensive per lead. So you are going to look at which ones are the losers and you're going to turn those ads off. And then you are just going to focus in on the winners. There should be some clear ads for you that are winners. And what you're going to do is ask yourself, what about this ad is making it win compared to the ones that have lost? What concept? And then I'm gonna make some new variations to replace those losers that I've turned off. And those are gonna be variations of the winning concept. But then you're also gonna have a segment of the new experiments. And so you're still having the 9 different ad angles running, but you have replaced the losers with these 2 concepts here. So it's not like you're adding on top of that. You're just simply replacing the ones that have performed the least with these new concepts. And so this, when you're introducing new experiments, this is basically where you're throwing out like a wild new idea, right? And so you're always going to have your best performing ads running, new variations of those best performing ads, and then experiments. So you're going to have 3 different types of ads running at any given time, right? And so you're going to run that then for a total of another 2 weeks. So now your very best performing ads have been running for 4 weeks at this point, right? And now we move into phase number 3, which is going to be monitoring your campaign and then just repeating this process, cutting the losers, replacing with new variants of the winners, and then adding some experiments, right? And you're going to constantly be doing that new variation, and this cycle should be repeating every 4 weeks. What this is going to guarantee for you is that you are constantly reiterating on your ads and making sure that you are getting the lowest cost per lead and introducing new ad concepts all the time so that if something bites or pops off, you're going to be the first one to catch it, right? And this is going to position your business to always be at the head of the game, always have the edge, while all these other landscaping companies are just doing like 1 or 2 ads and then they're going to set it. This concept here, this is called A/B split testing. And this is definitely going to be the next big thing going in 2026. So like I said, if you don't have the team to be able to come in and implement this kind of stuff, you are definitely going to need a team that can help you with the administration of just constantly reiterating these new ads. And so these new iterations are definitely going to be very creative heavy, which again, creative means like videos, images. You are going to need a team that can help you to edit up these new videos, edit up these images, and be putting these out there. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. If you have any questions, just comment below. I'm happy to answer. And as always, if you're watching this right now and you're looking for an expert marketing team to come in and really help you crush 2026 and beyond, my link is in the description. You can click that, go to our website, book a free strategy call. We'd be happy to speak with you. All right, guys, I'll see you on my next video.